Welcome back to Shadow Creek, Pearland, Texas, field number one. We've got our next game here. This is a semifinal game. It will feature the Dream Skittles of New Orleans against the San Francisco Fury Unleashed from San Francisco. This is an A division game, and I've lost my pen. Oh, thank you.
So we are down in this tournament. It started as what we call an AB tournament, but we are down to all A teams. So this game, the loser would get third place. The winner would go on to the championship. So it is the San Francisco Fury Unleashed, who you may remember from prior broadcasts. They were the #1 seed in the tournament, so they will be the home team. They're out there in blue again today. And the Dream Skittles, who just beat the San Francisco Fury B, will be the visiting team and are getting ready to come to the plate. Again, the Dream Skittles, whoever loses this game will get third place. The other will go on to the championship game.
I'm Rich Siegel along with Dr. Joel Tremblay. Delighted to be with you here at the 2024 NAGAAA Cup. Pearland is a suburb south of the city of Houston. Houston hosting this year's event, and they've done a good job as always. Have some good people in Houston that make this run very seamlessly, and the NAGAAA board, of course, doing its part as well, and the volunteers who have helped make this tournament a success. All right, we have two A teams playing in this game, meaning that there can be 5 home runs hit by each team, and the first pitch of the ball game is a strike called.
And that is Michael Carlton back there behind the plate calling the balls and strikes, and that arm going out horizontally means that pitch was illegal. In this case, it didn't make it to 6 feet high.
So the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes, and that pitch is a ball 3. 3-2, swung on and lifted in the air to right center field, giving chase, and no play. The ball is down. It's going to roll all the way to the fence, and it'll be a leadoff triple for Sammy Byram, and that's how this game starts.
The rest of the umpiring crew over at first base is Reggie Weathersby from San Antonio, and over at third base is Sean Alberton from Chicago.
And the batter is Luis Martinez with a runner in scoring position already. And the first pitch to Luis is a pitch inside for a ball. It's ball 2, strike 1. Josh Gotro on deck, and in the hole, Hunter Foreman. There's a fly ball hit out into left field, and the left fielder makes the catch, and a sacrifice fly RBI as Sammy Bynum comes in to score, and it is 1-0 for the Dream Skittles. Here's Josh Gotro. First pitch to him, strike called. Nobody on, 1 run in, 1 out, illegal pitch. And the next delivery on the way. Swung on and grounded to the right side, fielded by Howie Line at second, over to Kevin Maleka at first, and that is out number 2. Hunter Foreman, the batter. And the first pitch to him, that's from the left side, and he goes after it, hits one in right center field. The ball drops in for a hit. It takes the turn at first base and holds there. It'll be a 2-out single for Hunter Foreman, and the batter will be Dustin Boswell. And Dustin Boswell waits for the first pitch, and the first pitch is a ball. And the next one, strike called. The pitch is swung on and hit out into left field. Left fielder coming on, can't make the catch. He dives. The ball gets by him and rolls all the way to the fence. A run will score. They may score two. They're going to send the runner home. Oh, they're going to stop him. Almost an ankle breaker.
Probably a wise move as he was rounding third. At a good throw in on the line down to the catcher, so wise to hold him.
So the score is 2-0, and Daniel Byram will be the batter with Dylan Arsenault in the on-deck circle. Panda Robinson is the pitcher, by the way, for San Francisco in this game, and his first pitch to Daniel Byram is hit out into right center field, drops for a hit. A run will score easily. Daniel Byram on his way to third will hold, and it's back-to-back triples for the Skittles.
We mentioned, Rich, that we are down to 8 teams here. Just want to shout out those B teams that have finished. So the San Francisco Fury B with the championship, the San Francisco Typo in second place, and the Orlando Unicorns B took third in our B division here at the NAGAAA Cup.
And we congratulate them. Here's a ground ball back to the first baseman. He bobbles the ball, and that a bobble allowed for Dylan Arsenault to slide into first base safely, and another run scores as Daniel Byram crosses the plate.
And so being in this game, the San Francisco Fury Unleashed are guaranteed no worse than third. So with the other two teams in B, San Francisco taking home half the hardware today.
Kenny Ellison, the batter, now with a runner at first base and 4 runs in here in the top of the first inning. And the next pitch to Kenny. He swings and hits a high fly ball out into right center field. Center fielder moving over to his left makes the catch, and that ends the inning. But 4 runs did score for the Dream Skittles here in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first, and our score is now the Dream Skittles 4 and the Fury Unleashed coming to bat on the Cloud Sports Network.
And we'll use these mid-inning changeovers to tell you about some of our sponsors. And our first sponsor today is Molson Coors. This game, in fact, is brought to you by Molson Coors. We're celebrating diversity, equity, and inclusion isn't just a moment, it's a movement. That's why International Pride Softball is proud to recognize Molson Coors as more than just a partner for the 2024 International Pride Softball NAGAAA Cup. They're our partner.
Garland Jamison, Diego Cardoso, and Johnny Tadeo will be the first 3 batters here for the Fury Unleashed. Fury Unleashed using the first base dugout. We saw them a couple of times yesterday. They were in the third base dugout.
And again, the winner of this game will meet Ufaka in the championship game.
And Jamison about ready to step in. The pitcher for the Dream Skittles is Sammy Byram. And here we go here to start the bottom of the first inning.
And a good half inning to start it off from the Dream Skittles, but certainly the Fury Unleashed can score 4 runs or more in an inning. We've seen them do it many times.
Easily. Well, the last game we did yesterday, 20 in the second and 11 in the third to win a game 31-2. First pitch is a ball, and the second pitch is swung on and rifled out into left field, and the left fielder makes the catch. That's Dustin Boswell, 1 out.
Again, the Dream Skittles playing with 4 outfielders and 4 infielders in addition to the pitcher and the catcher. We've seen a few different teams who play with 5 infielders, but the Skittles staying with 4.
All right, here is Diego Cardoso. There is a ground ball right back to the pitcher on one big hop, and that is out number 2. The play goes 1-3, and that is out number 2, bringing up Johnny Tadeo, the shortstop. And the first pitch is inside for a ball. And the second pitch is outside for a ball. And the third pitch is also a ball, and so a 2-out walk for Johnny Tadeo will bring up the pitcher who up until this point had been the fifth infielder, Panda Robinson, the batter. Todd Frasetti getting a rest in this ball game. Here's the first pitch to Panda. It's a ball. And there is a strike called. It is 2-2. Two balls and two strikes. There's a right fly ball hit out into deep left center field. Left center fielder gives chase. The ball is down. It rolls to the fence. A run will score, and Robinson will hold at second base. So the 2-out walk hurts as Johnny Tadeo crosses the plate with the first run of the ball game for San Francisco. It'll be scored a double. And we'll bring up Kevin Maleka with Kyle Wood on deck and Howie Lyon in the hole. Maleka can add to or cut into the deficit more if he can deliver here. And the first pitch to him is inside for a ball. There's a swing. Oh, what a great play at third base. A diving stop, and the throw to first is in time, but the ball was in the dirt, and Josh Gautreaux could not come up with it. On the play, the runner for Panda Robinson is now at third base. It'll be first and third for Kyle Wood, who today in this game, after having been at catcher in the previous games, is at third base. And the first pitch to Kyle Wood is hit in the air to right field, giving chase the right fielder. It's carrying, and he makes a sensational catch, running towards the wall, backhanding it, and the inning is over. That ball just kept carrying, and the out made. One run did score, though, after the 2 outs were made, and we go to the top of the second with our score. The Dream Skittles 4 and the San Francisco Fury Unleashed 1 on the Cloud Sports Network.
And I believe that was Boyd out there in right field, if I have my scorebook correct. And that was a really impressive play. For those of you who saw the last game, or one of our last games, the right fielder, very good right fielder, was frequently turned around by those balls that were carrying to the foul line. He played that ball perfectly and went with it to make that catch. The other thing that is going on today in this tournament is the Legends divisions. We've been talking a lot about A and B. That's the coverage we've been bringing you. But at the same time through this whole weekend, the Legends divisions have been playing. Legends means that all the players are 50 years old or older, or will be turning 50 by the time of the World Series this year. And so there's a C division and a D division. We are working to get you, as they come in, the winners of those divisions, and when we have them, we will announce those to you as well.
Nate Bland is going to lead off here in the top of the second. His team is leading 4-1. Nate made a good play at third base in the previous half inning. He will be followed by James Boyd, who made the nice catch out in right field, and then the catcher, Brayton Lannery. Open stance for Nate Bland, and he swings and hits one to the middle fielder. Over to first, and safe. Middle fielder took his time getting the ball out of his glove and on to first base, so we're going to score that generously as an infield single.
We're always generous here on the Cloud Sports
Yes,
Network.
we are. James Boyd, the right fielder, will bat.
We believe in tough fly balls and tricky hops here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And the first pitch is a ball to James Boyd. And that pitch sails outside for a ball.
The first base coach getting a little rest down there in the coaching box.
That's Jag Romero, who would normally be playing, but he had a terrible hamstring pull, and he can't run. And he's one of the fastest runners in the game. Here's a long fly ball hit out into center field. The catch is made by Garland Jameson, and that is the first out here in the second inning. Bring up the last batter in the batting order, and then we'll swing back to the top of the order for Sammy Byram.
We mentioned that the Dream Skittles had 4 outfielders and 4 infielders. The Fury Unleashed playing as they have often with 5 infielders.
Ground ball to the right side, fielded by the first baseman. Wanted to tag the runner, could not. So they get the out at first base. Maleka then toss to second base was wide of the bag and actually had to be backed up by the shortstop. So it is a runner at second base and 2 out.
Nice backup by the shortstop. Otherwise, that ball is going into left field, and the runner is, Bland is probably running at least to third.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 out, and Sammy Byram, the batter. Sammy reached and scored. He hits this one foul and out of play. And the count is 2-2. Runner at second is Nate Bland, and here's the pitch to Sammy Byram. It's inside for a ball, ball 3. And the next one, he swings and hits one foul to the right side. It will die at the fence.
In some tournaments, Byram would be out, but here at the NAGAAA Cup, we are giving the batters a courtesy foul. So he has one more swing, another foul, and he would be out.
And the next one, he swings and hits one in the air straight away to center field. Jameson makes the catch, and that ends the inning. No runs scored in that inning for the Dream Skittles. We go to the bottom of the second, and our score remains the Dream Skittles 4, the Fury Unleashed 1 on the Cloud Sports Network.
And our sponsor for this second inning is Vive Healthcare. At Vive Healthcare, they are reimagining HIV care with drugs like Cabenuva for HIV and Apretude for PrEP. Vive is on the front lines of keeping our community healthy. International Pride Softball welcomes them once again as a sponsor of the 2024 NAGAAA Cup.
All right, for the Fury Unleashed here in the bottom of the second, it will be Howie Lyon, Evan Morris, and Hayden Irwin. Second base, third base, catcher.
Lyon, the team speedster, he will be out there for himself, and should he make an out, he will probably quickly be out there again running for someone who is slower.
About to stand in is Lyon. His team trails 4-1, but it's early. We're in the bottom of the second inning. And the first pitch is a strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That pitch comes inside. He goes after it anyway and lifts one down the line. It's a fair ball. Lyon around first will hold, and it's a leadoff single here in the bottom of the second for Howie Lyon.
And Lyon just amazes me. That's probably the 4th pitch this weekend I've seen that I would not have wanted to swing at all, and he somehow knows exactly where to put it.
Good contact hitter. Takes the pitch and goes where it is intended. He has good back control, and the batter will be Evan Morris. Hayden Irwin wakes in the on-deck circle. There's a fly ball hit out into right field, and the catch is made by James White, who quickly gets the ball back in. No attempt to tag. And so that is the first out of the inning, and we'll bring up Hayden Irwin. Tony Mora moves into the on-deck circle. Hayden Irwin is catching in this game. And there is a base hit in the left center field.
That's disgusting, bro.
He went opposite, and Lyon on his horse to third base. It'll be runners at the corners and one out. Love it when guys go to the, when a batter hits the opposite field. And Evan Morris will come in and run for Irwin. In the batter's box is the right fielder, Tony Mora. Lyon at third. And there's a bouncer back to the pitcher. He'll go to second for one. They throw to first. Got them both. Double play. (1-6-3) on the double play. Ends the inning. We go to the top of the third. Our score is still the Dream Skittles 4 and the Fury Unleashed 1 here on the Cloud Sports Network. I'm going to take a moment because this will be my last game because I have to head back home. I don't have tomorrow off. We want to congratulate the inductees who in October are going to be inducted in as the 2024 class of the NAGAAA Hall of Fame. And they are Tony Mace from Washington, Richard McCracken from Atlanta, Peter Ho from Palm Springs, Susie Arnold from Milwaukee, Chicago, Charlie Waters from Tampa, Dan Hagen from Seattle, and I saved the best one for last because he's a member of your league, and that's Tom Abbas. I'll give you a chance to say a few words about him.
So Tom Abbas was the commissioner of San Diego's league, America's Finest City Softball League. When I came into the league years ago, I had played 1 year in San Francisco. Wanted to get set up to play, and they had me call Tom, and he had me on a team as soon as I got down here. Has coached, played for years, been in many World Series, still playing now, came back, forming teams with friends for us. All around amazing guy, great contributor to San Diego and a great contributor to NAGAAA overall. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that I'm sitting with two NAGAAA Hall of Famers, Rich, yourself, and then our lead, Roman Jimenez, here at Cloud Sports, inducted last year.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Luis Martinez leads off and hits a ground ball that was fielded by the shortstop, but he bobbled it and had no play at first base. So it is a leadoff base runner for Dream Skittles, who lead in this ball game 4-1, and Jared King is going to be the batter. He wears number 12. He's batting for Josh Goutreau. We saw this in the previous game when I guess Jared's brother Jacob batted for Josh, but this time it's Jared with a runner at first base and nobody out. First pitch to Jared King about to be delivered by Panda Robinson, and the toss to the plate is a ball.
And so they can still bring Goutreau back into play first. You can do that once in softball. It's only the second time that you come in and out that it's an absolute, we're done with that player.
And there is a strike called. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The next one, he swings and lifts one in the air to right field. It's shallow. The ball is dropping. It's down for a hit. And on his way to third is Luis Martinez. It's runners at first and third.
Not hit that hard, but to a good spot, and another good play by the right fielder. We've seen so many of those just bounce almost horizontally out to foul territory and go for doubles and triples.
Hunter Foreman now the batter. And this pitch is hit down the left field line, foul. By the way, in this game, since Panda Robinson, who is normally the 5th infielder, is in the circle, is pitching, the middle fielder or the 5th infielder for the Fury Unleashed is Evan Morris, who has moved to that position from third, and Kyle Wood moved from catcher to third base, and that is the reason that Hayden Irwin is the catcher. All right, we have another pitch coming, and that pitch is inside for another ball. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a swing and a fly ball out into left center field. Left fielder draws the beat on it, makes the catch. Throw will come into second base, and another run is scored for the Skittles. It is their 5th run, and they lead now by the score of 5-1. Luis Martinez.
And Cardoso continues to be as solid as can be out there, getting good jumps on the ball despite the wind.
I think that was Sammy Mora. That's the second time I've done that. This man I know in Austin. Sammy Byram, I think, was running for Luis Martinez. At any rate, a runner at first. It'll be runners at first and second, and one out.
And again, Cardoso over quickly to cut that ball off and get it in and hold that runner at second base.
Dustin Boswell with that hit, and the batter will be Daniel Byram with Dylan Arsenault in the on-deck circle. And the first pitch is a ball. It is the Dream Skittles 5 and the Fury Unleashed 1. There's a line drive down the right field line, foul. Two balls and two strikes. And Daniel Byram waits for the pitch and lines one between the second baseman and the middle fielder on into right field for a base hit. A run is going to score. They'll have runners at second and third. There was a throw in to try to get the runner at second base, and apparently, if I read the umpire's signal correctly, there was a bobble. So Jared King did score. Boswell to third and Byram at second. Here is Dylan Arsenault with a fly ball head out into center field. Garland Jamison makes the catch. It'll be a sacrifice fly RBI as Boswell comes in to score.
And Jamison throwing into the cutoff towards third to keep Byram at second base.
So two out. Kenny Ellison the batter. Nate Bland moves into the on-deck circle. Kenny Ellison flied out to center field in his first at-bat. In his second at-bat, he hits a fly ball to left field. Diego Cardoso on to make the catch, and the inning is over. But three runs scored for the Skittles here in the third inning. We go to the bottom of the third, and our score is now 7-1 in favor of the Dream Skittles over the Fury Unleashed on the Cloud Sports Network.
And our sponsor for this third inning is the NGLCC. That is the National LGBT Chamber of Commerce. They are the largest advocacy organization dedicated to expanding economic opportunities and advancements for LGBTQ+ people, and they are the exclusive certifying body for LGBTQ+ owned businesses. NGLCC is proud to once again sponsor the International Pride Softball NAGAAA Cup. So, Rich, we mentioned the NAGAAA Hall of Fame. Now we've been talking about the International Pride Softball NAGAAA Cup. So we'll take a moment as the batters get to the plate to just tell folks that for many, many years, the national organization was called NAGAAA. Mm-hmm. And very recently, it was rebranded to be International Pride Softball, something that was felt to be more inclusive, highlight the softball, and really talk about who they are as an organization. But the NAGAAA branding is going to continue in at least two places that we've talked about. Mm-hmm. This NAGAAA Cup and the NAGAAA Hall of Fame.
Yes. Everybody really was in favor. There weren't too many detractors to making NAGAAA IPS. I love it. I'm happy with it. I think most people should be. It identifies who we are, and it still keeps NAGAAA as part of its branding.
And one of the main people involved in that was the woman who just rotated off as secretary, Tanya. And during the rollout, she had us all out there with pom-poms cheering on the International Pride Softball brand.
All right, the leadoff batter is Garland Jamison, who flied to left in the first inning. He's the leadoff batter in the third inning. The first pitch is fouled, and the second pitch is bounced to the shortstop. Over his glove and on out into left center field for a hit. Diego Cardoso, the batter, left fielder. And here is the first pitch to him. He swings and goes right up the middle and on into center field for a base hit. Right center fielder gets the ball back in. That's Foreman. So it's runners at first and second and nobody out for Johnny Tadeo.
And Rich, a couple people have been asking for score checks and are a little surprised to hear it is 7-1 in favor of the Dream Skittles. But 7-1 is nothing in
Not
A
at all. And Tadeo goes up the middle and he gets a single in the exact same place that Cardoso's hit went. It's station to station softball as Jameson held third, Cardoso at second, and Tadeo at first, and that'll bring up Panda Robinson.
So the cleanup hitter up with the bases loaded and no home runs hit. What are you thinking, Rich?
I'm thinking a four-run hit right here. And the next pitch is illegal, but he goes after it anyway and hits a fly ball to deep right field. And that's it.
There we go.
You called it.
Grand slam by Panda.
And an opposite field grand slam at that.
And that is the first of the 5 home runs that the Fury Unleashed can hit, and suddenly our score is 7-1. We joke a little bit, but honestly, when you only have a limited number of home runs, you don't want solo home runs. Those are usually a mistake unless it's a game-tying or winning home run. What you want are RBIs, and there were 4 right there.
Excuse me, Kevin Maleka now the batter. He reached on an error his first time at bat. And on this at bat, he hits a bouncing ball up the middle. It is on into center field for a base hit. And so Kyle Wood will bat now with a runner at first base, and he's capable of going yard. He did so a couple of times yesterday. Howie Lyon in the on-deck circle, Evan Morris in the hole. And the first pitch is a ball. The next one is swung on and fouled out of play to the right side. And Kyle asks for time. Time is given, and now he's ready. So are we. And this one is hit in the air to deep left center field. Moving over to make the catch is Daniel Byram. So that is an out for Maleka, and we'll bring up, or for Kyle Wood rather. Maleka still at first base, and Howie Lyon singled, got as far as third base in his previous at bat, and Evan Morris moves into the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch to Howie. There's a strike called. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Unlikely Lyon will be tying this ball game up with a swing, but he'll probably be looking to get on base.
There's a ground ball to the second baseman, bobbled by Arsenault, and he has no play. Maleka to second base, Lyon safe at first, and then we'll bring up Evan Morris, who flied to right field in his first at-bat. Hayden Irwin moves into the on-deck circle.
And as you mentioned, Morris, after playing third base most of the games that we broadcast, has moved over to that 5th infield spot in the defense.
And he will bat with runners at first and second. And the first pitch to Morris is illegal.
Just a little too high on that one.
By the way, Jared King stayed in the game and is behind the plate. That pitch is a strike. He is now the catcher, and Braden Landry is at first base. This is a switch that they made in the first game that we did of the Skittles this afternoon. Morris waiting for the next delivery, and there it is, and it is outside for a ball, and the bases are loaded for the second time this inning.
Good eye there for Morris. I thought that was a little close to take, but he was correct and is now on base. Trying to look back and see. I don't believe Irwin has hit a home run.
Don't recall. Tony Mora on the on-deck circle. Here's the first pitch to Irwin, and he takes it. This is a little deep for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. Irwin waits. He swings and goes opposite field, and it's in for a hit. 2 runs are going to score. Maleka scores, Lyon scores, and our game is tied at 7.
Morris into second, and Irwin holds up at first on that 2-run single.
Tony Mora will bat now. Still just 1 out here in the 3rd inning. Fury Unleashed, the home team in this contest, and looks like we may have a change. Jeff D'Addario is going to come in and pinch hit for Tony Mora. I have four batters in front of me.
Can I give a shout out? Shout out to my mom, my dad, my brother.
Johnny Tadeo is giving a shout out, and we're going to give that, as he says it, his mother, his father, his brothers. What are their names?
And my man in Solana Beach.
And what is his name?
Jerry.
And his man Jerry in Solana Beach. Well, you've gotten the shutout. There's a fly ball hit into right field. It's going to curve into foul territory, and a nice diving attempt, but no catch.
Solana Beach is a little bit north of San Diego.
Okay. Johnny, they give you a shout back.
I heard they won a grand slam.
D'Addario, the pinch hitter for Tony Mora. We have runners at first and second. 6 runs have scored in the inning. Our game tied at 7. And the next delivery is swung on and hit in the air to shallow right field. Second baseman, ranging to foul territory, makes the catch, and there'll be no further advancement.
But with that, the Fury Unleashed have batted through their order, so we're going to go back to the leadoff hitter, Garland Jamison, who did lead off this inning.
And he led off with a base hit, and he scored a run. I think he walked, and he did score a run. It's runners at first and second now with 2 out. And the first pitch to Jamison. He swings and goes into right field. That ball is going to curve foul. Boy, can you imagine with his speed what would have happened if that ball had bounced fair and then took that ricochet to the corner? Diego Cardoso is in the on-deck circle if Jamison keeps the inning going. And he lines one off the third baseman's glove and into left field for a hit. A run is going to score as Evan Morris. Well, they're having a play. Nope. The throw comes into the pitcher. And Evan Morris scored.
Wisely cut off. I don't think they had a chance at Morris in the end at home plate, but they were able to keep the runners at first and second.
So 7 runs have scored in the inning, and the Fury Unleashed now has the lead. And the runners will still be at first and second for Diego Cardoso.
Cardoso has been a singles and doubles hitter, but the power coming up behind him if they get there.
And he bounces one back to the pitcher, the play to first base, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs came across in the San Francisco half of the 3rd inning. We go to the top of the 4th, and our score is now the San Francisco Fury Unleashed 8 and the Dream Skittles of Louisiana 7 on the Cloud Sports Network.
So this 3rd place game will be the last game that has a 60-minute time limit. So we will play in started and time expires, then we will complete the inning. In the championship game that is coming up, when the winner of this team plays UFACA, there is no time limit on that game. It is either 7 innings or a run rule.
Looks like we have a few changes out there for San Francisco. It looks like Kyle Wood is coming back to the plate. And Tony Mora is going to right field. I'm sorry, to first base. Kevin Maleka is moving over to third base.
And we just heard
And
the
they have-
umpire say 20 minutes left in this game at the top of the fourth
And
inning.
they have a new right fielder, and I can't see the number. He's a left-handed thrower, and I don't know who that might be. Then it's Hayden Irwin. Thank you. Hayden Irwin is now going out to right field. Nate Bland to lead off here in the top of the fourth. His team now trails by a run. Nate singled his first at bat, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. And the next one. And that pitch is inside for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And there is a fly ball hit out into shallow left field. Tadeo ranging back to his right makes the catch, and it's a first out of the inning. And we'll bring up James Boyd, the right fielder, who has flied to center field in his previous at-bat. Top of the fourth inning, 8-7, Fury Unleashed, leading the New Orleans Dream Skittles. And that pitch called the strike. Here's the next delivery, and that pitch is illegal, high. And the next one. Swung on and popped foul into foul territory, and no play for either Maleka, who is again the third baseman now, and Wood, who moved from third base to the catcher's position. And the next delivery, swung on and lined into left field for a base hit. Left fielder getting to the ball. There'll be no advancement as Cardoso gets the ball back in quickly. So it's a one-out single for James Boyd, and we'll bring up Brayton Landry.
Cardoso out there with an incredible arm. That ball was zipped right to second on a line.
You know, it seems like most of this team has been around for a very long time. Thus, their success. Here's the first pitch to Landry. Swung on and bounced to the first baseman. Makes the play at first. Now they have a runner held up between first and second. Throw back towards first base. Lyon has the ball now. He throws to Maleka, or not to Maleka rather, but to the shortstop, and they miss the play.
So unassisted put out by the first baseman on Landry, and then Boyd gets to second after a little bit of drama there. Fury Unleashed actually executing that pickoff well, rotating players in behind to have somebody to throw to, just happened to hit the runner, which is a problem. And just for those who might have been watching this after a year of kickball, the runner is not out in softball when you hit them with the ball.
Top of the order, and Sammy Byram hits one in the air to the middle fielder, Evan Morris, and that is a pop-up, and that ends the inning, an inning that featured no runs for the Dream Skittles. And so we go to the bottom of the fourth, and our score remains San Francisco Fury Unleashed 8 and the Dream Skittles 7 here on the Cloud Sports Network.
And for the fourth inning, our sponsor is USGSN. That's the United States Gay Sports Network, and they invite you to come out and play. USGSN is America's largest LGBTQ plus sports directory that highlights every league and tournament in the country. If you want to find a league or tournament buy-in for the LGBTQ plus community and its allies, then head over to USGSN.com. The network currently features 930 LGBTQ plus leagues, 44 different sports in 42 states and 94 cities. Visit USGSN.com and follow them on all of your social media platforms with the tag @USGSN. And I think I'm hearing from Roman that we have about 15 minutes left in this game.
Johnny Tadeo, Panda Robinson, and Kevin Maleka will bat in the bottom of the fourth inning. 7-run third inning for the Fury Unleashed has given them the 8-7 lead. And a chat going on between Panda Robinson, the home plate umpire, and the Dream Skittles catcher. It's a friendly conversation.
So we are in the fourth inning. The run rule in the fourth inning is 15 runs, so the Fury Unleashed would have to score 14. Doesn't seem like that's the way this
No,
game has
that
been
definitely
going,
will not happen.
Well,
hold on. I don't want to say that after what happened yesterday. There's a ground ball hit to the left of the second base bag and on into left center field for a base hit. So Johnny Tadeo leads off with a base hit, and Panda Robinson will bat next.
And that base hit probably made his mother, his father, his brothers, and his partner in Solana Beach very happy.
Solana Beach. First pitch is a ball, and the next one, he swings and hits one high in the air to right center right field. The ball is curving, and the right fielder falls down. He makes the catch. On the play, they have a tag at first base on to second base by Johnny Tadeo. He tags and goes to second base, but a big applause for the right fielder, James Boyd, for another outstanding catch in right field.
Again, the way this wind is going, it was circling, turning. It had him turned around once again. He stayed with it and made an amazing, amazing play.
He had the presence of mind to flip the ball to his fellow outfielder on the right side, Hunter Foreman, who tried to get the out at second base on the tag, but the throw was just a little bit late. Here's Kevin Maleka. And the first pitch is a strike. Kyle Wood on deck. The next one is swung on and bounced to the shortstop. Hold the runner at second, on to first for the out. And Kyle Wood will bat with 2 outs and a runner at second base. His team leading by a run. It is 8-7. And the first pitch to Wood. He swings and grounds one off the first baseman's glove and on into shallow right field for a hit. A run will score. There is no throw on the play, and it's now 9-7 as Johnny Tadeo comes home to score the first run in the inning and the 9th run of the ball game for his team. And here is how we line with Evan Morrison on deck. There's a high fly ball into shallow left center field. Coming in to make the catch is Daniel Byram, and that will end the inning. But another run scores for the Fury Unleashed, and we go to the top of the 5th. And our new score is now the Fury Unleashed 9 and the Dream Skittles 7 on the Cloud Sports Network.
And the Dream Skittles with the meat of the order coming up with their 2-3-4 hit.
Thank you.
And that was our umpire telling us 11 minutes left in this game. So we will
Todd, it's all about you.
We will go 11 minutes or through 7 innings, depending which happens first, unless there's a run rule, which, again, doesn't look likely, but things can change very quickly in a softball.
All right, we will lead off with Luis Martinez. He'll be followed by John. Let's see who is going to bat. It looks like Jacob King is going to bat. And then Hunter Foreman.
Martinez ranged into short left center to make that catch to end the last inning. Now going to be coming to the plate.
All right, the first pitch is a ball. The next pitch, swung on and hit foul to the right side and out of play. And the count is 2-2. And the next delivery is lined to the third baseman, and only Kevin Maleka could have made that play as he had to leap for the ball, and his height really helped him there.
Nice swing by Martinez. Better glove by NAGAAA. So the defensive changes
Josh,
play off for the Fury Unite.
Here,
Unleashed.
exactly. Here is King, and he takes a strike called. And the next offering, swung on and lined down the third base line. It's a fair ball and all the way to the corner. King on his way to second base. He'll pull up with a double. Ball gets back in quickly from Cardoso to Tadeo and on to Maleka. So it's a double for King. I need to see your scoreboard. I mean your scoreboard. Your scorebook, please. Thank you. That's Jared King running at second base. And here's Hunter Foreman with a runner in scoring position and one out here in the fifth inning. And the first pitch is deep for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. And the next delivery is outside. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Dustin Boswell is in the on-deck circle. He will bat next. Here's the next pitch, and it is a ball 4. And it'll be runners at first and second.
Now you can say no harm done because there was a base open there, but with this tight a game in the fifth inning, you probably really don't want to put any extra runners on the base. That would be the go-ahead, the tying run now at first base.
Dustin Boswell now will bat. And he takes a ball deep, 2 balls and 1 strike. And the next one, strike called on the outside corner of the plate, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Daniel Byram will bat next. Here's the next one. That is inside, ball 3. Another one like that will load them up. There's a swing and a high pop-up on the left side of the infield. It's in foul territory, and Kevin Maleka makes the catch. So it's up to Daniel Byram to get that run in from second base. It's 2 out now. The first pitch to Daniel Byram. He takes a strike called on ball 2 strikes. Runners at first and second for the Dream Skittles. That pitch is a little low. Ball 2, 2-2. The next one is a low one for a ball. King gets at second and Foreman at first. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and bounced off the pitcher's glove. He recovers, tosses to Maleka at third, and they get the force out, and that ends the inning. 1-5 on the putout. No runs scored in the inning for the Dream Skittles, and so we go to the home half of the fifth inning, and our score remains 9-7. Fury Unleashed over the Dream Skittles on the Cloud Sports Network.
And for the fifth inning, or what we will call the inning of Maleka, who had all the putouts in that inning, our sponsor is one of our local sponsors, and that's Buddy's of Houston. Often called the best gay bar in Houston, Buddy's is a bar for everyone. Located just off Montrose on Grant Street, Buddy's is a Houston institution and proud sponsor of the 2024 International Pride Softball NAGAAA Cup. They hosted our opening party on Friday, and we thank them for that. Check them out at buddies.bar. That's BUDDYS.BAR. See you tonight at Buddies with some of the guys from the NAGAAA Cup.
All right, 6 minutes to go, or probably less than that by now. Evan Morris will lead off here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Evan is fly to right. He has walked and scored. He'll be followed in the batting order by Hayden Irwin and Tony Morez. We're in the bottom 3. And the first pitch about to be thrown to Evan Morris. He swings and goes opposite field. The ball caught by James Boyd. He had to shield his eyes from the sun and got his glove up just in time to make the out. He's had a good day playing in right field.
He has, and nothing easy looking back at the sun. The sun in his face now as well as it gets down in the sky.
And the first pitch to Hayden Irwin. He swings and hits a grounder to the first baseman. Braden Landry playing over there makes the play, 3 unassisted, and that's the second out. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. And Tony Mora will be the batter. Tony is now playing first base after having started the game in right field. Garland Jamison moves into the on-deck circle, followed by Diego Cardoso. And the first pitch to Tony Mora, he takes a strike. So it's a ball and 2 strikes. And here's the next one. And that pitch is inside. All of you along the Cloud Sports Network watching us today, we appreciate you being with us for this game. There's a line drive hit out into right field, and another catch as James Boyd finds it again. And that is 3 up and 3 down for the Fury Unleashed here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And we go to the top of the 6th. 9-7 our score. Dylan Arsenault to lead it off for the Dream Skittles. In the 6th inning, Arsenault, Ellison, and Bland are all scheduled to bat.
And what started out as a kind of windy, cold, cloud-covered day here in Houston has turned into a beautiful day for softball, and now we're getting some of the best with a tight game, 9-7 in favor of the Fury Unleashed. But the Dream Skittles, the number 11 seed against the number 1 seed, still hanging in there.
Adam Newsom is going to be here as we start the top of the 6th inning. He's going to bat for Dylan Arsenault. He wears number 88, and he bats from the left side. And the first pitch is swung on, and he goes opposite field. The ball drops for a base hit. Diego Cardoso gets the ball back in quickly, and a leadoff single is a good start to this inning for the Dream Skittles, and it will bring up Kenny Ellison. No, it will not bring up Kenny Ellison. It's going to bring up Jacob King, who's going to pinch hit for Kenny Ellison.
And just in case they've been holding back, the Dream Skittles still with 5 balls they can put over the fence. The San Francisco Fury Unleashed with 4.
Thank you. Dylan Arsenault is now back in the game. He is going to run at first base. And the first pitch to King. He swings and hits one high and deep to center field. Jamison back to the fence. He drops the ball. Arsenault had to wait to see if the ball would be caught, and he is out at second base. It's a fielder's choice, 8 to the middle fielder.
Yep, I think that was Morris, the middle fielder, so 8-10 we'll call that. Not how they thought they'd get that out, but an amazing recovery and throw from Jamison.
And now Nate Bland, the batter. Nate has walked, and he has popped to the shortstop. And the first pitch to Nate with a wide open stance is a strike called on the inside corner, a ball and 2 strikes.
And I'm going to again tell you, Rich, I think the first part of the defense on that one was the win, because yesterday that was a home run.
There's a ground ball past the second baseman, Howie Lyon, and on into right field for a hit. And on the play, I think that's Jacob King running at third. No, that's Kenny Ellison running at third base. Anyway, it's first and third with 1 out. And James Boyd, who has played a really wonderful game as in right field, will bat. There's going to be a runner. Excuse me. Angel Moreno is going to run at first base, so it's runners at first and third with 1 out. And the first pitch to Boyd is swung on and hit deep to left field. It'll stay in the park. The catch is made by Cardoso, and a tag is made, and they will get the runner out at second base. It is going to be a double play.
And I don't think
And
that run scores.
I-
We'll see.
I
I thought
don't
the
thi-
tag happened first.
and that's the ball game.
So the beeper went off right towards the end of that inning is what we're hearing, and we're going to check here. Did that run count? Did not count, so the score will still be 9-7 with the San Francisco Fury Unleashed beating the New Orleans Dream Skittles, meaning
That was not a force. The run does count.
Okay.
My apologies. Run does count.
saying the run does count. Either way, Fury Unleashed either 9-7 or 9-8. Win the game. The New Orleans Dream Skittles will take third place in the tournament and third place in the A division. We will move on to the championship game, which will be the #1 Fury Unleashed against the #2 Ufaka. Hard to make it anything better than that for your championship.
That's exactly right. So, first off, I want to say thank you. It's been fun working with you again this year. I unfortunately have to miss the championship game because I have to work tomorrow morning and I'm driving back to Austin tonight. Roman, thank you. Jordan, thank you. Tyler, thank you. And thank you.
And Rich, safe travels. I think the championship game will miss you just as much.
Master Gunnery Sergeant, thank you. Why can't I remember his name? That's just so bad.